friends, and welcome back to our homestead. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and that means I am making some nostalgic recipes from my childhood, and this is one of them. It looks a little messy, but let me tell you, it's so delicious. And we call this a log cabin, no bake cake with farmer's cheese. So if you want to see and learn how I make it, follow along. Super simple and delicious recipe. And these are the things we need to make this very unique no bake cake. All right, come closer, I'll show you all the ingredients. I ended up going to the Polish store to get some of these ingredients, but they also sell them on ethnic shelves as well. So what we need is cookies. These are sweet cookies, plain white cookies. What's important is that they need to be square of some sort. Okay, so we're gonna be needing those. Then we're gonna need some milk. So I have plain milk, whole milk. Then we need tvorog. Tvorog is a farmer's cheese. Okay, this one is super smooth. But if you don't know what farmer's cheese is, it's in a refrigerated section. It's called farmer's cheese. I bought it also at a Polish store. But if you can't find this, mascarpone cheese or even cream cheese would work, but I grew up making it with tvorog, which is farmer's cheese. And if it's not smooth, you have to, guys, make it smooth. You gotta beat it or something. It has to be smooth. Then we're gonna need some sugar. This is for later. We're gonna need a banana. Yeah, we're gonna need a banana. So bananas was so difficult to come by growing up. Let me tell you, we did not have bananas just so. So different things were used inside of this cake, but banana is a really cool thing to use. So we're gonna be needing a banana, a little bit of vanilla. I have a little bit of homemade vanilla here. I'm gonna use citrus, just the zest of a citrus. And I have, this is a blood orange, but any citrus of any, like about a teaspoon probably is enough, not too much. Okay, what else? Yeah, let's start making this. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna make the filling. And I need 2 cups of this tvorog, of this farmer's cheese, okay? And like I said, if you don't have that, cream cheese will work, but cream cheese has a little bit too much of a tangy taste to it. So that's why I'm using farmer's cheese, because it's very plain. I'm just measuring out 2 cups, okay? 2 cups. So I know this cake is usually made with kids because kids love to put it together. It's like a little puzzle for them. So over the winter break, this is a wonderful activity to do. And it's usually called like a winter cake or something like that. Why? Because at the end, you decorate it with what resembles snow. All right, so that goes here. We're gonna be mixing it with sugar. How much sugar? I'm gonna be needing 5 tablespoons of sugar. Let me grab a spoon. 5 tablespoons of sugar. It's not overly sweet. Let me push this to the side. We're done with that. 5 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, 5 tablespoons of sugar. And we're gonna mix everything together. Oh, I'm using the wrong bowl, but it's okay. We need to mix it all together with sugar and this farmer's cheese until all the sugar sort of disappears, okay? If you want to, you can use some sort of a mixer, but I accidentally put it in the wrong bowl. It's kind of shallow. I will not be able to do it. So I'm just mixing it all. It will dissolve in the farmer's cheese. All right, that will dissolve. Okay, let me now add some zest. And you can add zest of any citrus you want, okay? Not too much, maybe like a teaspoon or so. That's it, but it's gonna add a really nice flavor and that little citrusy freshness. It's gonna be perfect. All right, that goes here. We're gonna mix that all in. To this, we need to add a little bit of vanilla, about a teaspoon or so. Okay, so let me just add a little bit of my vanilla. Oh, it smells so wonderful. It smells like a holiday already. So let me mix it. until everything is nice and smooth and sugar is dissolved. To this, I'm also going to be dumping, how many? Let me take a look. I wrote it down. Soft butter, 6 tablespoons of soft butter. And like I said, it would have been easier if I had a mixer going, because we want to marry everything together until everything is dissolved nicely. It's going to take me a minute or two just to mix everything together. Oh, I forgot to tell you that butter needs to be unsalted. Unsalted butter, otherwise things are not going to work out. All right, next step, we're going to get a little bit of milk. I don't know how much. I'm just going to pour probably about a half a cup of milk, because we're going to be dunking all of these beautiful cookies right into the milk to get them soft, but not too much. Okay, so what I did was I took saran wrap and I folded it in three times to make it a little bit more steadier. And this is right on top of my cutting board. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1, 2 quick, very quickly, I'm gonna dunk them in milk, okay? And I'm gonna put 3 in a row. That's exactly what we used to do as kids. Of course, we would end up eating half of these cookies. Okay, and I'm gonna do 3 in a row, just like this, quick. You don't want it too mushy. You just want them to quickly get a little soft. All right, 2 more cookies. I need 2 more cookies. So we've done this during the school break. You know, growing up back in the Soviet Union, Christmas was not celebrated in schools. We actually had to go to school on Christmas and on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So it's a blessing to live here in the United States, where we can celebrate all of our holidays. Okay, so 3, just like that. Then I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna put a layer of, let me push this aside. I'm gonna put a layer of my mixture. Everything is here. And I'm just gonna, oh, stay put, buddy, stay put. I'm gonna like spread them, okay? You'll see what it's gonna come out to be. I'm telling you, kids love doing this. It's like a little project for them. All right, a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm trying to make an even layer throughout all of these cookies. Right on top, like that. Don't slide away, buddy. Stay together, stay together. All right. It's best to be made the night before you're actually going to be eating, or a few hours, like 3-4 hours before you actually want to serve it on your table. Okay, so if you want to serve it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, it's best to be made the day before. All right, so a layer is here. Then remember that banana I was talking to you about? Okay, so let's grab that banana. Okay, and peel it. So if you don't have a banana and you don't like a banana, other fruit can be used here, but so I'm just gonna cut it in half, but you don't have to. And I'm gonna put it down just like this in the middle, okay? And I'm gonna try to add a little bit more of this wonderful things right on top. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. It's usually a lot of fun in the kitchen when kids are trying to work with you. This cream ends up everywhere. And you know what? As far as the sugar amount, you can put more if you feel like this needs a little bit more cream, a little bit more sweetness. All right, guess what? Remember that plastic I put in here? It's here for a reason. I'm gonna lift up the sides and push it together just like this. See that? Without breaking. I broke a couple. Oops. They'll be fine. So now we have like a little triangle. See? Flat on the bottom and the sides are raised. Almost like an A-frame kind of log cabin. All right? And guess what? I'm gonna put it in the fridge just like this for about a half an hour. Maybe half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. even an hour, it's fine. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and I'm gonna work on making the topping. And at this point, the kids and you can decide how you wanna decorate this, okay? Because if this is a winter theme, think about putting snow on top, like shavings of coconut or powdered sugar. And if you want to put little animals around, like what you want to put, or like a little nuts or little berries or something like that. So, but at this point, this guy is going in the fridge, half an hour, 45 minutes. It's almost done chilling, making that shape of a log cabin. Now we need to make the topping. And the topping, you can melt some chocolate with a little bit of coconut oil or with a little bit of butter in the microwave if you want to, or if you don't have that, like I don't, I'm actually gonna make it from scratch. All right, so this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do a double boiler. So in the clear bowl that is safe for heat, I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of sugar, and to that I'm gonna be adding 1 generous tablespoon of regular cocoa, okay? To that, I'm also gonna be dumping 2 tablespoons of milk, okay? Let me just mix everything together. And also we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter. And everything is gonna go onto the double boiler until everything melts. And I'm gonna stir it all up continuously. All right, the butter is almost melted. I see a couple little chunks. As soon as it melted and I see that it's a nice and silky color, the chocolate ganache or chocolate glaze, whatever you want to call it, is ready. So I'm going to turn off the heat so I do not burn it. And I'm going to continuously stirring it. All right, let me take it off the heat. Okay, it's been chilling, relaxing in the fridge. Let's take it out and put it in a flat surface, just like that. Oh, the side broke a little bit, but you know what? Nobody will see it. You know why? Because I'm going to pour this right over. That's going to be the roof. It's still kind of hot. I wish I cooled it off just a smidge because I don't want it to completely run off. You know what? Let me cool it off just a little bit. It's a little too hot because it's going to run right off. I want to chill it just a little bit. All right, it cooled off just for a minute. Now let's just pour this beautiful topping right on top. It's okay if it makes a mess. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a homemade dessert. And it's very nostalgic to my childhood. Like I said, except for we did not have any bananas. So we could put something else on the inside if we wanted to. Even a little bit of jam. A little bit of jam would work. So let that cascade down. All right, chocolate everywhere. There's no such thing as too much chocolate. All right, isn't that beautiful? All right, a little bit more in the back. We can clean up after. And if you have a little helpers in your kitchen, they will love to help you to clean up this mess. Okay? I feel like Christmas is so nostalgic as a holiday, and so many things that we did as kids become very important later. All right, don't mind the mess at the bottom. That can definitely be cleaned up. So let's decorate. So I have some shaved coconut shavings, and they're sweetened, so not too they're actually sweetened. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on top, almost like if it's snow on the top, on the roof of our cabin. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, and just like that, a little bit of snow, okay? And then if we did not have enough snow, what did we put over here? A few pieces. We'll take a little bit of powdered sugar, and sprinkle that on top, just like this. Look, it's snowing, kids. Look, it's snowing. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah. Of course, all that extra chocolate can be scraped off on the side. It's ready to go and chill in the fridge until serving. And it can sit overnight in a fridge or just for 3-4 hours, whatever is good for you. But it's going to be nice and solid and set. And then you slice it and serve it as a dessert, a beautiful holiday dessert. So friends, I hope you're encouraged to go back to your nostalgic childhood recipes. Make them for Christmas. Make it with your kids, with your grandkids, and enjoy your time in the kitchen. I hope everyone has a wonderful Merry Christmas. So, з Рождеством Христовим!